Hi, I am Dr. Arsalan and today we are going to solve MCQs on immunity or human immune system. The first question is, thymus gland where T lymphocytes attain maturity are found in. Given options are cloaca, bursa, kidneys or mediastinum. You know that the lymphocytes are the kind of white blood cells which are manufactured in the bone marrow of long bones. After production of lymphocytes in the bone marrow, these are deposited in the blood circulation and blood circulates these lymphocytes to the bursa and thymus. Bursa is present on the cloaca. The lymphocytes are matured and are called B lymphocytes, while other lymphocytes reach the thymus gland for maturation and development. Therefore, these are called T lymphocytes. Thymus gland is basically present in the mediastinum. The space between the two lungs in the chest cavity, it's called mediastinum. So thymus gland is located in the mediastinum where T lymphocytes are matured. D is correct. Next question is, antigen binding sites on the antibody are called. There are certain positions or points on the antibodies where antigen bind. These are called antigen binding sites. So the given options are paratope, epitope, Fc region or all of these. So correct option here is paratope. Paratope is a point located on the antibody at which antigen binds, and the pointer position of the antigen binding to the antibody is called epitope. Fc region is the fragment crystallizable present in the antibody. Next question is, antibodies are dash in nature. Now he is asking composition of antibodies. Given options are steroids, lipids, proteins or glycoproteins. It should be kept in mind that antibodies are always composed of glycoproteins. The antibodies are composed of carbohydrates and proteins or glycoproteins. Option D is correct. Next question is, after completing the life cycle, RBCs are transported to. Given options are kidneys, liver, bone marrow or spleen. As we know that the RBCs are red blood cells, also called as erythrocytes, have lifespan of 4 months or 120 days. After completing lifespan of 120 days or 4 months, these RBCs are transported by the blood to the spleen. Therefore, spleen is also called as graveyard of the red blood cells, where the red blood cells are broken down and degraded and their components, for example hemoglobin, etc., are recycled in the. So the option D is correct, that the RBCs are transported to the spleen for degradation and decomposition. Next question is, lymph lacks dash. Given options are leukocytes, erythrocytes, antibodies or natural killer cells. As we know that there are two kinds of fluid present in the body, the blood and lymph. Lymph is the interstitial fluid present in the intercellular spaces in the body. It lacks red blood cells or erythrocytes and therefore it appears transparent or milky. So the option B is correct, that lymph lacks erythrocytes or red blood cells. Next question is, lymph nodes are distributed throughout the body except tonsils, groin, central nervous system or muscles. Lymph nodes are the primary immune organs distributed throughout the body, and there are about 450 lymph nodes distributed in the body of human beings. However, lymph nodes are absent in central nervous system. A part of it, lymph nodes are located all over the body, in the groin, in the tonsils, in the muscles, in the blood vessels. Lymph nodes are present in each and every part of the body except central nervous system. Option C is correct. Next question is, there are dash kinds of antibodies. Given options are 2, 3, 4 or 5. The antibodies are also called as immunoglobulins. They are made up of glycoproteins. There are 5 kinds of immunoglobulins or antibodies. So the option D is correct. Immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin D, immunoglobulin E and immunoglobulin M. So these are the 5 kinds of the immunoglobulins or antibodies. Immunoglobulin A, G, D, E and M. Next question is, antibodies are produced by dash cells. Given options are T cells, B cells, both A and B are interferons. T cells or T lymphocytes produce cellular immunity. These do not produce any chemicals or antibodies. The interferons are basically the chemicals which are released from the viral infected cells. So these are not antibodies. The antibodies are produced by the B cells or B lymphocytes only. The option B is correct. Next question is, interferons are dash barriers. Given options are physical, chemical, cellular or physiological. Interferons are basically proteins in nature and secreted from the viral infected cells to alert or activate the surrounding tissues or cells to prevent from the viral attack or viral invasions. Interferons are basically secreted from the cells, so these pose cellular barrier. So the option C is correct, that interferons are cellular barriers. Next question is, dash produce specific type of immunity. Given options are T cells, macrophages, neutrophils, natural killer cells. Immunity is basically body defensive force against the antigens or infectious agents and safeguard us from these harmful parasites. Immunity is brought about by white blood cells or leukocytes. There are 5 kinds of white blood cells, the lymphocytes and monocytes. the neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil. Basically, all of the cells, these bear general immunity or non-specific immunity. Only the lymphocytes, either it's B lymphocyte or T lymphocyte, these bear specific immunity. These are produced against the specific antigen. So these bear specific immunity. So in this regard, option A will be correct, that the T cells produce specific type of immunity. Those are some important kind of MCQs regarding immunity. Hope you find great knowledge in these MCQs. Thank you.